G'day. So this is supposed to be part 2 of making tomato relish. Now, today is Sunday here in Australia, and I was fortunate enough to be working today, and my plan was to get back tonight, as obviously I chopped up all the tomatoes and made the other video that you saw in part 1, was then to make the relish tonight. As I said, you can leave it in the fridge stand. It has to stand at least 12 hours, but 24 hours or so is no problem. So now when I got home this afternoon ready to make it, my beautiful wife told me when I asked her what she'd been up to. She said, "Oh, well, I made the relish for you today," which is fantastic. Except that, of course, I didn't get to make the second part of the video to show you how to finish off the relish. So, not much I can do about it at the moment because you might have seen from the other videos that was pretty much the last of my tomatoes from this season. So other than going out and buying some more tomatoes just to make relish, which I'm not going to do, that defeats the whole purpose of it. We've got quite a bit of relish now. I'm just going to have to try and talk you through it. It's very, very simple, and then I'll put up the recipe at the end of it anyway. So it's so simple you don't really need a video. So this is well, one of the jars of relish. I'll bring it into the screen. It is all nicely bottled today. Always a great idea to make sure that you put the date on it as well. We end up with lots of different batches of relish that are made throughout the summer, so and obviously try and use the oldest ones first. So what did I do after you've chopped up all the tomatoes and onions and cucumber, if you're going to put that in there, put it in the fridge, let it sit for 24 hours. You then take that out. There will be liquid in the bottom from it sweating with the salt, and you simply just drain that liquid out. And you get a large saucepan. You need a pretty big pot for that to make it. Although it does shrink down, you'll be surprised at how little relish you get at the end of it once you've made it all. Now, the other ingredients, again, you'll show them out once I figure out how to do it. You'll see the ingredients, you'll see the recipe at the end of this video. But they're just minor ingredients, really is the flavour, and that's what I think makes this relish great, is the ingredients that go in at the end. So you're looking for some white wine vinegar, 2 cups of white wine vinegar, curry powder, mustard powder, cayenne pepper, and 1 cup of raw sugar. Now, with that curry powder and the mustard powder and the cayenne pepper, you might think that sounds like it's going to be a bit hot or something, and it's really not. I mean, if I want to make relish that's a bit chilly, I'll chop up some chilies and put in there as well, and you can do that. It's great to do that. But if you just follow those ingredients with the curry powder, the cayenne pepper and the mustard powder, it just gives it a really nice flavour, but it's not hot at all on that side of it. So you basically put the tomatoes, onions, cucumber all into a large pot. Then you add all of the rest of the ingredients, the vinegar, curry powder, mustard powder, and cayenne powder, and the sugar, raw sugar, so that's the brown sugar, into the pot, and bring it to the boil. And then as soon as it gets to boil, just turn it back to a simmer. And you're going to simmer it for, it takes about 45 to 50 minutes or so. Keep stirring it so it doesn't stick to the bottom, and it'll gradually, you'll reduce it down and it'll thicken up from that side. Now, you basically can do that to taste. I like my relish fairly thick, not too watery on that side of it, so I'll bring it right down. And then at the end, if you want to help just thicken it up a little bit, then you can use just a little bit of corn flour to thicken that up. Could be even just normal flour if you want, but I prefer to use corn flour. The trick with corn flour, if you don't know it, is because you're only looking at, say, a tablespoon or so of corn flour, is to put it into a glass first, mix that up with a little bit of water, and then pour that corn flour slurry into the pot with the relish. And once you've got it to the right consistency, then it's ready to jar. Now, you can have a look on YouTube and on the web. There's heaps of videos about how to prepare jars. They do call it canning sometimes. The way I do it, the easy way, is obviously when you've got your jars, take the lids off, wash the jars out, obviously make sure they're nice and clean. Then I take just the jars themselves and I put them into the microwave for, let's say, 3 minutes, and they come out nice and hot, and then I fill them up straight away. The lids, what I do is I boil a kettle, and I put the lids into a saucepan and let them sit in there for a minute or two before I put them onto the jars. When you are filling the jars, it's a great idea to fill them right up to the top, with little air if possible, while the liquid is still hot. Then screw the lid down, and you should find that it sucks in. A little vacuum top on the caps will seal down. And for me that works great. I've never ever had a problem. When you crack them, you can always hear the seal go on that side of it. So it is really important to make sure that you sterilise your bottles and your lids and what have you first, because obviously you don't want to get any problems from that way. And that's it. So I'm really sorry I couldn't take you through the process in real life, but look, next time, as soon as I need to make some relish, then I'll put out part 2 for sure. But follow the recipe. If you have any dramas, any questions, just shoot me a message. It's really cool. I'll definitely reply. And let me know how it goes. If you've got any other relish recipes, particularly cucumber recipes, mate, I'm keen as for that. So give me some tips, point me to a video. That'd be pretty cool as well. All right. Thanks for watching. See you later.